This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Green Bay Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Ducks will kick this deep to get us going. Return starts from inside the 5. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought that in for just a short return. The Cornhuskers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
The Huskers will send the punt team onto the field. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So Oregon's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Chris, how about this? Right out of the gate, this offense says, we are going to our star on the outside, and this guy delivers for a big first down. That's how you want to start a game.
Quarterback still with the football. Gets the first and still running. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
That was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make him.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. This will bounce and head out of bounds inside the 10. That's a great punt. The offense will be pinned back. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the back.
He's in the clear. Now the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Huskers. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. QB decides to keep it here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Ducks pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for a man deep down the left side. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Ducks will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The tight end has got it. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And the Huskers will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
Second down now after the sack. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Quick throw over the middle. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. We'll check out the stats now through the opening period. They flipped into the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll give it to the back. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So here comes the kicking team onto the field. They'll settle for 3. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. They finally chase him down, but a huge return. Very lucky he didn't bring that all the way to the house. Just a bit more space, and he was gone. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. He escapes the pocket. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. They're back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Ball handed off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle here, showing some quickness for his size.
Now, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on third down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we got a big fourth down coming up.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some... to get a stop. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Cornhuskers will send their punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Off the play fake, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game flip. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Wide open downfield. He's found some room at the 45. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the 2nd quarter. Grab by the receiver.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. He's going to take off. Breaks free. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Touchdown, Oregon. Great connection there for 6 points. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'd be enough for a first down.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's looking to scramble. Tackled there by the defense. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. He's looking to throw. And it's caught. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pass caught. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. A chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying for a touchdown here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they'll just take the lead here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Huskers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. And off the deflection, it's caught. They drag him down after a big game. Moved all the way to the 38. The Ducks hustle to the line to run that hurry up.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. And we're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. It's a quarterback keeper. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. him back. Looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Trying to get the throw off. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on third down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. He was successful with his first attempt. This one is from 35 yards out. And he's got it. No problem.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the returner is one down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And the runner takes off to his right. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Off the play fake on first down. He's hit just before the throw. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. The offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The receiver grabs it. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
The field goal is good.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They're going to run. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Looking deep to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's another deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Huskers will line up to boot it away. Already punted 5 times now today. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for the...
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made, a lot of space now. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackled, but 1st down.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Nowhere to run up the middle.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
This should be the last play of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Same tailback, another carry. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game, where teams can run the ball and pick up yards like...
Now here he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
And the point after is good, so the lead now is 2 points in the 4th. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they could bounce back from that costly error. Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Has the first down and more. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
They'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Quick throw to the left side. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
On third and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here, just not able to hit it.
Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And it's still a 2-point deficit after the miss.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. What poor kicker.
Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on the wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And the Ducks keep the football on the move.
Chris, I'm not trying to make a story where there's not one, but don't forget, this guy threw a critical interception last week. He looked just a little uncomfortable. Looks a lot better today and has a nice lead.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Finds an open target on the left side. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble now. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
The coverage team able to bring him down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. A classic finish developing here and a chance to take the lead right here on this possession. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's pressing. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it.
Going for a big play downfield. And the ball is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Pounding away with the run game. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They'll tackle him at the 27. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And the Ducks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And the back gets the football. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense behind the 6 now in 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. The defense calls time here with 23 seconds left.
Well, not a whole lot of options there for the quarterback. Ends up trying to pitch it out, gets some yards, but not enough for the first down.
And the offense just takes a knee here. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.